Okay, so statistically, what is optimal for daughters, right? What is real feminism? Well, it's kind of like the opposite of modern feminism. How do you set up daughters for good lives in the modern environment, which is insane? And it starts much earlier, but like the point of no return is like 23, generally, statistically. Um, and this is true psychologically, they said the brain kind of molds till 23. You can change it. But from a female perspective, marrying them off before 23 is ideal for what they want. And you want to preserve their pair bonding capability. So, uh, premarital sex basically avoided. I mean, you generally statistically want to keep it under three boyfriends, really. So, I would have her live at home until she lives with her husband, really. But arranging these meetings with peers that they might have a good connection with earlier, so they can know them years in advance, and not be worried about these men when they peak running through the daughters or them not pairing up and going through this slide in power alone, right? The marriage is designed to preserve women's power and get them out of this mode, which is the sexual marketplace mode, and transitioned into wife motherdom slash working motherdom today. This is degeneracy. Leads to divorce, marrying here, divorce. Really, statistically, under three boyfriends slash virgins is the best outcomes for everybody involved. And so she's looking for the highest power, attractive man. The reason why I live at home, it's in the father's boundary, because the father can sort out these guys and he can smell out the bad boys that are just going to ruin the daughter, basically, and break her capacity to pair bond, set her up for a family, go through this slide, and have cats and be single moms if they go through that. So you want to avoid the slide. You want to avoid this kind of onslaught of male attention. And, this needs to be talked about ultimately. You want to talk about hookup culture and the problems, 15, 16, with girls, and instill the values and talk about these outcomes, right? What happens to these women when they aren't paired up, have all these experiences and nothing to show for it? It's they're miserable. The Sex in the City leftover women. So that is things to consider. Again, whether that's homeschooling, whether that's college from home, church groups, whatever you're gonna do, this avoiding this hump around other modern women and the hookup culture mentality, and the whole ideology that you were gonna put your career first, miss your power curve, not pair up, end up here while the men your age are up here. So that's the guide for daughters as far as genetic development, evolutionary psychology, and that's what's ideal for their development as far as what I see. And whether this can be done on a single mother family, I mean, it's similar. Like, really, in a single mother family, you have to talk about your mistakes that you made here that led you to where you're at. And they want to avoid that, and you want to start setting up relationships or kind of play dates 16, 17, and be grossed out by hookup culture and the damage it's done. You can look at Teachman studies. What do you really want? You want to have context, and do you want to be a wife someday and a mother someday? And what does that mean? How do you have to behave now to set that up? That's a context. Obviously, again, there's some saying that we're in a post-marriage society, and so to prepare women for a career, some kind of career that they can be a mother to, that's something to consider. Maybe like a teacher, work from home, whatever that's going to be. But at the end of the day, avoiding this hoe phase is crucial. Avoiding this malicious attention is crucial this period. Avoiding this slide as well. So, good luck.